as I say, as a man for no, they sacrifice for the good of the nation. So ankasa sacrifices na mba. Anke bi ana economy no ka penso ebe do no. Ye nyina ebe lusu bigger. Okay, economy no asem. After economy no can agric, because agric no dey all kind of cry me dey agric no cry dey any security na echo, because a hungry man is an angry man. Okay, plants are here since I planting for food and jobs, no, and penso are cooking share program no, near making sure say within the next 5 years, no, bear food sustainable. Just say idea yedi wo memo no yanka say be produce na yanka eko enimo no cadlas ni ho agriculture year over time no emwa yensa sensem aye land tenure system no eno so enimu aye enti aban na nkasa take lead no sene be ya e be make sure say ku adwuma no e be koso na de ye di ewo memo no ye be produce enkankan ne poultry sene aye be ma special effort akum ene mrantie ne mabawa sebe ne yesi unemployment wo memo ena enuane so ayedi wo haye kra aduane enti can't we marry the two say sa excess labor na ene omo hwe say ye be certain time etimi edi ekotena bebia ye djuma no yem promote and create opportunities emomu entimi enko agric sector no mu se ne be ya omo ekomu no esan ne modie ne ntetia omo wo no omo be ma agric etimi edinkan na ke ya food sustainable within the next 5 years enti ye hihia omampenyi to ho a okoso eka education honsem free SHS Mpensenpensenmu so free SHS akodu ema enu a oye statement bia na ye say look no free SHS e mo adi abagana de ebi sida na so gitu mu say Ghana fo yesra mo moa ni entimi fix say free SHS no problems e wono yen fix ni entimi enkoso
honorable Isame that's papa send you card to Jano we passing through the leader of parliament
say your parliament now leader by people or ana osoria you also be a transit no wa be ye jahan no no wakasa o kasa we no kwa na yes
that's in order that's
the leader you're welcome
honorable Alexander Afeno Marking abekansa honorable akwaba
yeja
bibi abokode
aduma ejenze anope yebaka wonsa onye bon baby a wachichira abo no one wo san yabashe politics as one kren 2013 yaba parliament one of the platforms was it coming in akonya yabatina magana 40 yenzi Adom FM 106.3 necessary and then yako yenyim kakra na aduma ya adum na yewojina biubi na yentum na yambada Adom FM fasa na biaka nti yabaya asida yeda wona ase mboso no hone dwuma pa wo yezebo Ghana bebi a kememe nke bi edu no onya atwereko oya adwenkyere
that's right
ye nyinara ye kyere na adwen dem roba ya oman bokone kan se kusinyi no obedwe se wentu wambo na oberebo a wo bi oyeye mbocho nti se nyimpa ni ya NDC yo o ya MPP yo ye nyina ye Ghana fo the way a MPP says your transformation where your party embracing diversity it means that MPP new brand is to look out for everybody. The only condition is hard work. So Israel from 96 2000 but from the MPP anytime you choose your leadership worship religion what's your tribe because your party wants to have a very national character. So for the first time in the history of Ghana's politics, we have a Muslim flag bearer, and that Muslim flag bearer is coming from MPP. For the first time, MPP is looking out for young leaders with diverse background. Now, also with supporting them. Inti, which is there, going into 2024, we are going to sell our message. And I will encourage all party members there. Man, how would I knew Obiruko Quacher? Yes, share a radio station. Yamfa issues in Untuga. We don't have to be emotional about it. We just have to stay on course. Like any man paying the security of the country. Because sub-regional, Zoro Kodu Honoyes. But Honorable Telabi, so Osora Machine or Ba, Ejuma, on Shebenkum on Shenifa. Because of the nature of the security, we've been taking it for granted.
Yes.
And the police are all over the place. Waye Juma, the Boma or Mangana. But it's not a perfect government too. Sintowo. Which is the honor the union almost Wabashona was a punch and kakanka. And it is for us to also explain why, in spite of the challenges, we are a better option than the alternative that was there before we came in. It's about comparison. Young record, work record. I try to be any. Inti yes besi ha na ye we newsum de nyame nya boafo bibia bekoji.
Honorable Nsem, when there was some delay, it took the former president to talk to minority folk and sana waba chamber betra fom.
Mpayinfo si man kan show there. There are known unknowns and there are unknown unknowns. And there are known unknowns. Thank you very much.
Honorable Alexander Afenyomakin, majority leader, a member of parliament for Futu constituency. Leader, thank you very much. Yeah, that's Papa for coming. Honorable Telabi, on that note, I think I'll come to you.
That's it.
Okay, honorable.
Yeah, I'll come back to you.
CJ Medasi Papa na Meda Ghana for nyina na mafa akwanya su na me constituency 4 me ahimfo the corner of Manya then secretary the second order womano me chia wo nyina ma wo machi anope na me bompa ise wo muntu aso anu muntu yefu no mu guide ye tede wo mu ye no na CJ enra omampanyi ebae me ba no menuan okay o say constitutional injunction as I say oba no beye because ye di bibi sha wasa so bu nkonta wo ka kire na dio odi oman na kwakudu do yenso aye wo man mu no ye hu bibi de eko
yeah
but sometimes oti akra ebia onim de eko so ododowa ana onim de eko so odowa se krobo enti no man for be pick the abana omampanya painting the picture no to us but CJ unfortunately enra me tie omampanyino I was a bit disappointed in a sense omampanyi eba bepe pre akonya yi o de noma bebre bi si nani so ebi kura de o kan say o de ni presidency beto so ana o de ti beje ebi ni say galamsey
yes
ebi ni say katasise corruption dream ebi ni say yen cocoa production ebi ni say unemployment
yes
enra omampanyi ni kasa mu nyina no ohwa every teacher those days na what you throw essay no mark essay obo say a lot of the time no say nipa na nsua de now man question no to me answer the person will just go round and will be pretending to say they are all very relevant or cast about very relevant issues but unfortunately the president yesterday didn't get it. His presentation was very poor because statistics now education he mentioned it all right or can want him but what aspect of education or can want him all that he said was free SHS, free SHS. I think that free SHS, no, by now, you can't want them from 2017. And then, no, we're expecting, say, other aspects of education in this country, no. By this time, but
Enra, I mentioned there are challenges with TVET, and then so they are being addressed. And then he also mentioned the 4 new universities are, and also
4 new universities are obviously
yes,
4 new.
Yes,
4 new.
Yes.
Okay, but for now, no, almost CBA. But you see what I'm saying is that what we expect from the president, you know, say for 7 years, yeah, the Omana Shawunsa. Yeah, the Ghana pest I say unsa. Share boss Oba. We are going to protect our pest. And you know, you yet say to what extent? And kotashite ni wena kosono. How well have you? And I say what Sadi and I could do him for. He was very silent on it, and it will be an immediate president one kasa hono. Uba education, basic education. 5 years now. You're changing curriculum. There are no textbooks. 5 years now. So how do we feed? And no, or can if you had a little into that area, say, oh, one day send a baby a bit more producing from the basic, but you are not doing anything in that area. Oba another thing, a course 2016. Was about power. Me banamitie discussion, the discourse between
Jinapo and Ejapa Mesa.
Today, there's load shedding. The only difference that has been increasing differently. Woman catcher say they usually say we are shedding load, we are managing load.
And load shedding, load management.
But the truth of the matter is that there's load shedding. There are difficulties. Finance count. Some of the generating plants are old. When we hear refurbishment, and they are not getting money to do it because of reasons known to all of us. We have overborrowed we have overborrowed, and then we have been crowded out of the commercial market. We are unable to get anyone. Look, even cocoa board, Cocoa board has been a sure bet. Every year, you say foreign forex with the best show. This year, apart from the fact that cocoa production has gone down, and I was surprised. President spoke about the cocoa price but he didn't even talk about cocoa production because for what gain? Then the said tomatoes a boy 10,000. Manoni. Now you what is the essence?
I get you.
And it, the president is running away from from all issues. Dent. Normal work ordinary work watch on paper so contract on Ghanaians. Want to mean this one can want them. Now the other can want them so. Obeti hu kakra bia ofo say what do you call it bibia koso ho no or catch Ghana for Uber planting for food and jobs. Woman kasa when you go to the budget that was read 2024 budget here ukomwa page 401 budget 2024 Uber say Oman kasa planting of for food and jobs no a fairly and it is only in Ghana I injected so much into planting for food and jobs, yet food inflation and then very high. The project has not succeeded. Now you see, we cannot continue to live in self-denial. Yeah, that I am. As I say, you see, the Biamica say. Let the people know. Like, no share the echoes we say. What is that? I mean, the problem of this government is that they don't accept any blame. They will never accept their fault. They will never, and always painting a picture. They say everything is rosy. Unfortunately, no. I'm for a bread. And it, you know, Ubehu say, because the president came, I only meet to be out in terms of the normal Obabekano. Ubehu say, or the Kofufa, normal beer, and relevant. Because you see, Ghana, ye jina hebia ewo hemfa. Dia ude tu wani so 7 years. The ultimate kan ho asem kura okọ round or chair was so pa ye free SHS. But is free SHS the only thing that we have in this country? Is that the only thing that we can say about education?
Okay, but Honorable, on the free SHS, you know,
yes,
the president accepted, said there are challenges,
yes,
and that they need to be improved. There needs to be improvement.
I see the point.
Yeah.
I see there are challenges, but the president was just playing with words yesterday. Now he's just shied away from using the word review because Edu Watch have come out. Say, as I say, a review. But once upon a time, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, I will review free SHS. What did they tell Ghanaians? Review means, and to the extent, so knowledgeable people who are elected. You see the word review. About out there, you cancel free SHS. Whereas you were going to handle any said, yes, but let us maybe PhD, yes. What does it?
It's right.
Review means cancellation. Meanwhile, it is on record. Say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, before he exited, started free what? Free SHS, free there, yes. Day. Oh, please, me patron. Free SHS. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, STT, free day. Because of the progressive nature, I hear approaching free SHS. Or no, STT with day. Say free. Ama His Excellency John, President Akufo-Addo commending say, was Statia a year. President Akufo-Addo said it. And it, Mr. Mo say, yes, say, they have realized that there's a need for us to relook at the program now. Here, review no. They should throw because they cannot eat back their words. They should throw away the word. They shouldn't use review. But let's look at the whole program again. Now you share how best we can improve it, because Minia, we share the statistics now. There are a lot of people who are unable to even take advantage of this program now. In spite of the fact that you can say you're free, no? Because the component are buying to is just about 23%. 23% of the cost. The rest of the 67 Anakano is borne by parents. And not all of them. And in me, I go with the fact that Edu Watch can say, as I say, yes, your was system who on my little leap near the animal means assessment. Leap people when we hear no leap edema among for when we have vulnerable. We can use that. Eddie account kwanya ye fa ye access school for no. Say na be hwa woman team no. Ye be hwa the resources no. Na dem. And we shouldn't lose sight of the fact say at the basic level no, a hot na enya materials ni fi then ye di ba SHS no. Enti no ye be sre aban enhwe e hono. Because the president didn't, say much. I feel so bad. Another thing about here, because me just say, and also open falsehood. Over 1D, 1F.
Yeah.
He was boasting about the success of 1D, 1F. But who call statistics? Who call your data no more? Manufacturing. If the success of Omutatu and Ukraine. And the manufacturing shouldn't be where it is today. Because 2016, manufacturing was around 7.9% of GDP. And then it's less than 1%. So, a year then, and above form, if indeed all these factories are Wamu Kano, Wamu Ye Juma, now they are always quick to mention Kasapreko. Papa ni wabe money. Esan say, this man started his business from the scratch. I will go through. And I'm a living witness to how this man started his business. It is a man support, which is normal. And be a woman know and a year example. But the fact is that this government promised us, say, we a pie chart. And almost share baby, almost you, I had no produce mango, your mom factory or your way, your mom, or buy no. Most of us son, so yes, I'm kind. One I'm kind to withdraw. And it, you know, oh yes, I'm saying yes, I would say and yet government driven. Now I see private sector to identify and support.
But that's what we said.
But and America say, and then no. You had know. And America say, let's you say you can't no cry. No cry you can. You don't think too much before you talk. But say who try everything no, you have to be like the way they are playing around with review and improve and what can do better and can whatever. No, it's because we are not being honest and truthful to ourselves.
But first
Ghana, no. Yeah. The state, yeah, war, and I say, yeah, pomudi as a nation, you know, for economy, agriculture, education, anyway, say me grade here, and then yeah, that form crowd because for the first time in the history of this country, for the first time, what in Mpensenpensenmu da, what in a haircut. Say we do sika, and then na mo na beji sika kwa kudi. Ye de sika kwa share what friends say indum or banks near the agi sika di. The only place na obi a confidence wo mu. Say unye sika kakra wo de be ko ene aban kukum. Pensioners be so be kan. Ye de sika ekwa to bonds. Cocoa bonds yato akem. And then a man for sika womudika ko bre edika ko to no aban say mintua. Na me de ko 2020s whatever. O share age ebi no a womune di 80 something and then nyame adom 70 something. Aban say obe start to escano in 10-15 years echo. And I say, or extended the average lifespan of Ghanaian and the way say New Year. And CJ. Another thing, sir. Another thing, I was expecting the president to talk about. Quick one. No, yes, I mean,
okay.
Another thing. Now I was expecting the president to also talk about was the DDE, or can in such a way say, oh, you're 5.something billion. But the fact is that, said what can say, oh, okay, we are unprecedented. It is unprecedented. It has never happened before. Say, Ghana buy under this fourth republic, I could baby, I can say, now, you jai to yakra and son of Yakwako negotiate with the debtors, you know. See that.
Okay. Now, one D one F. No, I just wanted to get to that portion in the speech. Into my main kind of paragraph, so that we can continue. Also, Mr. Speaker. Okay. This has led to the development of 321 1D1F projects, consisting of 211 new medium and large scale factories, and the conscious enabling of 110 existing companies to inject significant capital investment into the expansion of production facilities and diversification of products. These business promoters have so far invested 142 districts across the country, across all 16 regions and achieving 54% district coverage. Hannah, we want to say, Mr. Speaker, within this period, some 170,000 jobs has been created under the novel 1D1F program by companies in operation. And the jobs created, no, me interest, no, 170,000 jobs. And one penny just say, 1D1F created across the country. No. I think it's only fair because who will yeah.
Very favorable. Yo,
170
thousand
jobs.
Yes.
170,000 jobs.
Yes.
Very interesting. And it pleases the ear, utia. But the fact is that, what is the effect of this on the GDP? And then Adiaba. Because as I speak to you, the data that we have, let's say, manufacturing, I reduce it from 7.9 our inherited to less than 1%. So what has been the impact of the MOK on, if you are telling us the truth, what has been the impact? How are we feeling? Because today, as we speak, unemployment, it at its highest, level, 14%, and that's why the president shied away. But
the vice president recently said that they've created 2.1 million jobs.
Please, let me tell you something. President told us something yesterday. Or say, or say, he is the chief executive of this country. He is the executive president, and it is the Onubekano and no day. The vice president, they're on count. Trying to
say,
I'll give you
the okay, no. And now, president, and Timmy and country say, we created 2.something million jobs. The okay, and say, 1D1F created 170,000 jobs.
Yes.
So, the credibility of his vice, questionable. Because the president didn't say that. Wanka. And now, data no such say. If any, the anybody no uba maintain it. Udiase, ye jaw that's when to be a Fabian can may you be film. The percentage growth and the contribution, of manufacturing to GDP at the time was 7.9 in 2016. Today it's less than 1%. So Sikana yesi accurate. What are the people doing there?
Okay. All right. Honorable Fuzenisa, my member, let me give you your time.
Honorable me kai honorable tell abi say honorable Mpenyi editu mu say ono na oye chief executive of Omai. Okoso e can say over time members of his team he has appointees ebetimi aso project bi mu a omo ebe o ne project enti sign omo modern born omo ahoode omo de ahye they can also take praises for those policies enti o kan no aka amanesi honorable tell abi can kire yen say say president can say he takes both the blame. And then the Article 58 of our Constitution. We keep reminding you, sir.
At what point does the vice president come in?
We keep reminding you. And I make us say, CJ.
No, maybe.
Right in the speech, also, my make a point. Right in the speech, Mpensenpensenmu or no chief executive, also recognize the presence of the vice president. Also can say formalization of the economy, no ena wedi enkan emo koso enwa emo obonidin emanidin say oye doctor digitalization.
Okay, maybe
e can your modern boy his excellency the vice president edi ashe so mamu kinaniti Mpensenpensenmu kasa I recognize any effort in that sphere.
If I may maybe in one breath Mpensenpensenmu is taking both the blame and the credit. And then he turns around and gives credit to the vice president.
He must come
credit now. Nyama na maye no. Osumesi buame. Osimesi take ownership. Osimesi and a decan emimiti me achieve way as a president. And no, answer no. See, what you no.
Yes.
Me sure pass at this material moment, no. Studio when I will lead the discussions.
Yes.
But producers who.
But I have production team.
Oh yeah. I bet me I can say who producer and it's me convince honorable tell Abima no pay obetina. Who the credit no ebetime my producer and say can you no and can bia honorable tell Abi and no pay oni ha. Achievements now. Program now. Although producer no buy, CJ no there. Oh, CJ and no there. It is a best and producer at this material moment.
No, but the producer
contributed towards your
honorable tell I can be say you cannot hold the producer responsible.
No, but you know
because when I allow me to finish. If I make my point, then you can go on. On my period, you can say and correct. The successes and in inverted commas, challenges or failures, if you want, of this government rest with me. He takes full responsibility for it. Now, so in the processes of the one achievement, a man will be born. Of course, I recognize Emma Bodi, vice president, Romana Bodi. A friend of Dr. Digitalization, because when they say digitalization agenda, he acknowledged Attorney General. He acknowledged the new Minister for Agric for their roles in the successes are government not achieving. He acknowledged them. So no chief executive no, but no point to baby. A amount for no point to Emma Oma Buano. It is a year. Unti say look, dear ye, a year, and there was one year, and there you'll be sanity. I saw about cry. It's just a year, and could you so
I really don't get. Don't tell me about what you maybe. Okay, maybe on this show. Yeah, I'm your host. Yeah, but there's a production team. Yeah, who are constantly in touch with me. Okay, we draw the program. Certainly. So it's a shared responsibility. Certainly. Timi Yipa. Meti hey say obi ka bibi mumi ono amwa say obi ka bibi na anko year. Immediately my producer will draw my attention. Say catch and say on retract it. Now on apologize it or something like that. Exactly. And issue disclaimer. So some assume as we can no and not drain our kind. So even though I am here as the host, I don't act in isolation. Say producers will hold my So if the president if the president is I'm looking for a better, it's honest enough to say so okay, my vice president Juma to take to head the economic management team. Even though the buck stops with me, he makes major decisions concerning
no. That's why you got it wrong. That is why you got it wrong. Ukaya on the eve of I think July 1, 2022. Before then, the then finance minister. Wabeka say IMF for the anya dia ebeko. There were members of the government baby. I can say IMF for the yeah mpese ebeko IMF. Now so when the decision was taken, I can say on the authority of the president, or the president has directed me, because the backstops. You can say whatever you are as an appointee of the government. And president or can say look, cabinet in your mom can advisory. And then you remove, but I don't know what tell you when. And I want to know. And then you want you. President, no cause. You know, say that is an arrangement. Your mom born arrangement. Your mom born arrangement. No sanity. I can like I became no Anukwale. Anukwale, Jimmy. One, and okay, and yeah, cause honorable tell a big can about education.
No, he mentioned unemployment and corruption.
Sameba. Yeah. Honorable Telabi. You have been. Honorable allow him. You have been in Parliament long enough. Say, on occasions, State of the Nation, one argument back up every year in year out, and say maybe we should look for a structure for the state of the nation. Senior Beya, there are specific expectations of Mampenny Airby. You expect him so Becca about those sectors and not specific challenges. But say senior Shishan Etiano. And now Mampenny can say in Kabejina Hui or Bubo and Niama a bayan aye. In Kabia the Beche. I got the whole day cry Isha. One Franklin could you air cancer? Said that matter came up because Osha or no Franklin could you know. Officer and Casal, na ya dia edana kumaso. O mampenyi an Casal a 790. Officer atosi. Onwa boss say onwa bo kuje to say VRA victims no wan ka hwansam eti wanye wan ka hwe. Ene onwa bo tell abi say wan ka galam sin ensam to. Obia wo se ne o say nyame ebeko. So home. But the nuclear panel say, so my pinnacle palm no say, be BS memo sector and piano make one summer. And run on my penny and also for close to 2 hours. For close to 2 hours. And state of the nation, no. And can bit me Mpensenpensenmu be 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours of grana or my penny edgean and also orca. Say, sign your penna, but you know, young como, your discussion say, and can Mpensenpensenmu be best to cry, was say, your pet structure, send your beya. The address and your man penny and I do that cocoa and I state of the nation address. Obe KBB on KBB. Obia expectations. It is uncovered there and no enchra say who ain't here man and answer man penny and ye bibia nene ewoso. But in the no crap no say. So Jina no castle or KBB is or may more and can be a better taken an outry. Okay, education once. And now education and free SHS na ye Oma Penyin Dada John Dramani Mahama in 2016, he considered who shared the same state of the nation address. He considered say there is a problem between transition between JHS and SHS. Access no anyhow. Or no the solution to the access in this obviously school die. And your school die go on Emma. Oh say what you imagine about. What you imagine Grabaso? Your secretary general, your secretary of your party, Honorable Fifi Kweti, is on record to have said, say, free SHS 419. He said it. He said it. Video. He said it. Oh, maybe. Oh, no. Let me. I beg you. 1 minute. CJ, listen. Honorable. Just note it down. Okay. Sure. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he is on record to have said, say. The attempts by other countries to implement free second cycle institutions had led to a anti. We should be careful. He warned us. He was one in support. We have seen members of the NDC, free education for one in this right country. And then you want to tell us you started free SHS. Going on education.
To improve free SHS, what exactly does it mean?
Policy be anywhere sacrosanct, perfect. Policy be anyhow. Until we strive to make policies better. Policy be anywhere perfect. We strive to make policies better. I was very happy, so I can say, look. But on that concept of making sure, say, access to secondary education. I know they're better now. Now, so challenges in our system, no, okay. Fixes those challenges.
Okay, so how
I can see a behavior. Let me make a point. Let's have a discourse. Let me make a point. And yes, I'm married with you. I was in Presec for 7 years. Presec as a school and the old system, no. We share more mobile 6 form of Presec. Near a back form 1. A very different. Why? Because 6th form was subsidized. Beat me, baby. I'm out for bus 6th form. Me, it's 6th form 1994. If you look around all the bus 6th form, no, you syllabus. No. Then I want my Presec form 1 and say affordability, access to Presec. Was tough because those days, there was something like free SHS. Your parents, maybe fire, they saw us through Presec. And I'm telling you, it was money.
Okay.
Because in those days, in Presec, people were sacked for not paying their school fees. People did not write O level because they were owing school fees. I'm telling you.
What is your understanding of review?
Review, no. It could be anything.
How?
Review could be anything.
But
What is your understanding?
You assess the current situation.
Yes.
Now the year now what they were implementing Yama, a better Yama policy. I have better. That's why I say that's the essence of review.
It's not different from improving. It's the same as improving.
And I make us say, these are the same people. John Dramani Mahama, Fifi Kwete. The likes of Honorable JJ.
What did John Mahama say?
Oh, John Mahama said, free SHS as a policy, no, and the stripes are back a mine be so. And to me and all the video somewhere. See you who's a video no. See you who's a video nana. See you who's a video now. That you swear. Can you say there be a man? I
haven't. The free education 419.
I'll look for it.
What now can you say? I can't.
Free education for and they want to tell us that they started it. How? Fifi Kwete told us say free SHS 419 and now you're general secretary of the NDC and now Okache say NDC started free SHS and you can say some more.
You haven't touched on the unemployment and the corruption.
Oh maybe
we don't have all days. Oh, no, we don't have all days.
Unemployment. Yes. Look, on my opinion, I can say 2021 we had issues. It went into 2022. People are afraid of macroeconomic stability. Now inflation, koya kosi 54, chile, CD depreciation, so nina no, productivity ne businesses engine ho. Now say productivity ne business engine ho. Based on number employee nipa. Enti de obey na no say, we make sure say, oh, riding yakupu. They basic that 2.1 million. I'll come to that 2.1. The obey no say we create a stable macroeconomic environment. Say no na nyuma ebetimi grow expanding and nyuma grow na expand ya and yetimi ejinipa. And unemployment the real. Real because of the Yakumu from 2021 and Rami who a graph be baby 2019 it came very low to bear 7 point something. They say number 14 point something per statistical service, right? But say economic instability na nyamen child as I say stability no urban when companies are stable. No more expand there. They will start employing. And see, in economics, you have to make a decision at every point in time. Either you create stability, which will lead to economic growth and lead to employment. Because when you have macro instability now, businesses can't thrive. And if businesses can't thrive, you cannot employ. Those are the real things. Those are the real issues. And the situation we went through in 2001. In 2002 and also Emma because of the in fact our GDP growth for crown. It's true we have outperformed performance. We even projected say at some point the economy was going to grow at bare 1.5%. It ended up growing at in excess of 2.5% sanity. So but in the nuclear panel say in an economic unstable macro environment, companies can grow, and if companies are not growing, and unemployment, that's a reality. The 2.1 million now will come. It's from 2017, and as at 2017, so we share COVID time. Health workers I employ, doctors annually. Service bit to say prison service in fire service crowd. We have doubled their capacity over time. And it is broken down. Osha Smith, Osha, the speech of the vice president, he gave a breakdown. Osha Smith, new employment over time now. It's in excess of 900,000. Osha public sector employment, especially in health, education, public sector, it is in excess of 1.2 million. That is where we got to the 2.1 million. It is very verifiable.
Okay.
I can just say over time from 2017. It is verifiable. And maybe education, who can say your concentration only on phrases, and your phrases on one. And where on my Pinyaka, this particular project it started when I was in Parliament because I remember when we got the funding from the World Bank, a Ghana education outcome project. Well, I think you were in education committee, and you were at Alisa. You were at Alisa when we considered aid. It's why are you still saying? Say our concentration is we are not just we are even looking at the outcomes from outcomes from the basic level. It's say kindergarten it's not about
I'll come back to you for the final round. Let's have about for the final round now. I will tell you, I think we can do 5 more minutes. And I feel
I just want to give 5 minutes. No, and you know, the man say, I'm going to summarize. No,
7.
Yes. What I'm going to tell Ghanaians, and he said, His Excellency the President came to Parliament to do politics, or he succeeded. The Oba so Baba Yan said, Oba project, Oba campaign about Nivice Baumia. Otherwise, no maybe brave or honor as I say, echo chill. Ghana Hanomo, as I call Nsem. If indeed or by so the state of the economy and the health of person catcher or trade the health bill of Ghana, see. Now, just want to remind him, say, and Ghanaians, wow, fear, Ghanaian need doom no. Ye doom Kania, say, ene, me da sum. Me de sumu na me feel na me de buy. Oh yes. So what they are doing is that one for time to be a ma. One for time to be a ma, and they know. Say and then the power production no deficient by about 380 megawatts. Megawatts. Ti. Unim de almost strategy ne say. Omu dum no at random. And you know, because there's the woman for what do you call it, time to be a Maya and you know, Ghana for say, and I say womu dada Ghana for say there's nothing like doom so good, you know, but the true sense, you know, there's low shedding because we are unable to get. You know, as much as 380. We them. I can't actually what do you call it? We them about out. The number of they can only provide 100 megawatts. We them, Tapco and whatever. All of them they are offline. Now all of these require some rehabilitation. Some of them are not producing because they are not getting money for gas. Nina count and power no stable no. And you know, CJ, the only person we can say, His Excellency eba campaign, the man Dr. Baumia. Unfortunately, no, one NDA na Ghana for bisa say eneno ene eye den and the cost of borrowing enam 35%. The cost of borrowing because treasury bills grant them 30%. And it you know say sika now the year business now benya infrastructure benya also and I say yeah man beto amanfo ni sika wa beto the old ton no udi sika no abayan kasa crowd amanfo businesses out of the capital market and the woman yes can find business and the sika no so boa e den ene me say utie public accounts waste corruption katasise dream a ekos wo no no His Excellency dan kasa no ade no we hu say oni baby odi ni oni baby odi befa until he could not even mention one can hwe wo hu na the amount for can say hey Nana Akufo-Addo pa nie Nana Akufo-Addo pa nie ene all kasa one can corruption who asem Nana Akufo-Addo pa nie West there was system no mo Ejapa 12 million you want to go high office want me to be go high office want me to be what do you call it consultants now where sir CK me kai say minua Richard Achampo kokan who asem na obviously Gabi edine kokot say we trace ka dia money ni law firm adwuma no so no amaso Oh, Mr. Also, the no cockot. Also, the no cockot. Eh? We are in the era of look, me see, unprecedented economic mess. Unprecedented economic mess. We're expecting the president to talk about it. When Timianka, oh sorry, free SHS, and if you got free SHS now, I can say, me see, the component I'm buying 23%. CJ, maybe me for list of items I want the man kola at the best school. List no, and it is a president can say no MPs among for me salary. Ewo, say kwanu we dwane ye doju wo more because common fund na ye di tua asa no mo kwanu ema eba kra wo use formula no fa nye wo twa ska no bi no de won anything no look say no pressure eba yeso no because say kran pro obi ba on chen say manisika no fa nkoto what do you call it chop boxer how unim kwa odi be cover unim kwa odi be claim sika no through common fund it's say no there sika na no na wo bisa yen say yen toma yen support wo no you cannot untimi entro say wo ti for common fund mu untimi ntro nipa no ba say to slippers mommy to pajamas mommy to plastic bucket mommy student bed sheet blanket sleeping cloth a pair of khaki trousers whatever when mu nyina no enya dia obetimi dia two paper bia so they call assembly say omuntua we common fund mu enti you have to depend on your pocket enti the pressure has become more and ya ketua no so na gina bebe gina ya enti no me catch the president say no pressure no free SHS no the pressure more about 2 years than before and the parents themselves are crying because you have to so you dole out more than 3,000 4,000 to do this.
Honorable.
And maybe say New Year.
Yeah, do 19th. Wrap it up, mommy.
And finally, no, every there's no single economic matrix. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ejaye 2016. Ojaye no, Nankrofoyi, etimi maintain because before we left power, the Economic Intelligence Unit, the World Bank, IMF, woman project here said this economy was going to grow by 8% 2017-2018 because of the way the investment that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama led. Oil wells. And now the first year subscribe onto the IMF program no so ni account and share the trajectory now. Tama wo mo buy no ubisa hu say damn because 2017 no share time wo mo year assessment of the economy wo mo can say you grow by 7% no that time no kra na wo mo kra na government wo mo form we we started having problems when they ended the IMF program and they started their own woman dream started here when who said woman nimfe
Honorable Talabi
yellow man
but si fe ma me bre no
me ba be si form no
yeah
the person me tire Ghana for no say ma yentie the president Becca here no na president oni ase papa bia the man this time and it na onu pa o se odi ni nkwa betwa so ma galamsey and then when timi anka galamsey hu asem ono aye nim ni say oso oye o champion anti corruption and then waba be gina hon special prosecutor kra wan kan ho asem na finally no ono no lead here no form o form graduate unemployed association e wo Ghana hanom and then no employment no ahin no create the amount.
All right, me that's it. Honorable Talabi, me that's pa. So my main kind comment kakana fi member of honom na yenko. We say Adom Nsem from Vienna, Austria, Esther Echampon on Facebook. And we say my name is Dennis from Brekum at Mpatasie area. And also DB about Facebook. Now we say MPP should please stop saying good about their party. They don't have anything else again. They should give way to former President Mahama to pass. Fred Tete and Ode Eno Ebaye. Emmanuel Asafwaje said, NDC thinks that some of us are shallow-minded. You campaigned against free SHS by even saying it is 419. You are claiming you started it. Emmanuel Asafwaje on Facebook. Mamen Kenkai.
No, can we
Senor Noamesi, or say in 2016, NDC demonstrated against free education. Please check the records. And also there, or the Abba no. Emmanuel Safaje, you sent a long one. My member me Don't CJ. Honorable tell Honorable Telabi that no matter what the NDC gurus does, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia will surely be our next president. And also, so they are there about say greetings to Crow, next MP, engineer Odai Lai from Abele Nungwa, Nedia Ode Eba. I don't know. Well, Crow, yes.
Labor engineer, I know you're honorable. What's your engineer, your candidate. Honorable Telabi. So, okay. We'll say Honorable Richard a champion. Richard, I don't play so me chow, but minimum wasempa. Na jamme kwa de nimse dia Richard Edwin who fees asem. It's okay already so. And you okay already and now call parliament akoshia na obetimi so beka je so srew. Sasem na ya meta radio so nka. Onu kwa no nimbe ko true.
We are not surprised.
Na said you can enya no credit to ntimi anko defending the war court. Yes, seven weeks no. Okay, Japan 12 million. Okay, no correct. Say Japan. Honorable, Rapini. Honorable, Mr. Tiana buying. Honorable, oh yeah, project better say Japan. Yeah. You will incur cost. Relevant. Now do baby now trustwa. It's a cost no in accounting terms when I friend a sunk cost. A relevant cost dear, but a cost a ho. President Mills be the president no or the Constitutional Review Committee. Professor Sekukudam. A betina sa Constitutional Review no. They spent $3 million. Na bedi chiri President John Dramani Mahama. Ebedi na adia no. Ejuma na ye ni nyina otugu yi. Ti entimi anto aso. Eno so yan kana dan. Eno so yan kana say. CJ.
But
CJ
I think that Constitutional Review Committee they made certain recommendations.
And where did it take us?
Professor
where did it take us? Did we see the light of day?
Me please. The process
$3 million. No. Where did it take us?
You can't compare that thing to look.
Where did it take us?
The process was taken to court.
Oh, Masa.
Want me to call court? And I can assure you that
parliament are criticizing.
Oh yeah, criticizing.
You have 1 minute.
Yeah, can't doom so energy. Look, I agree. Say, look, there are inherent problems or challenges within our power generation and distribution system, but so far so very good under the NPP. Doom so ammonia quote no per Wikipedia. Check Wikipedia doom so. In 2015, we were having 12 hours of power and 24 hours off. And the NDC. And then you have the F13 to tell us we are doing load management.
Yes.
Everywhere you see power, we have systems. We have challenges within the distribution, and these are real. These are real. Even $734 million as a result of irresponsible contracts.
Let me share this information with you. This is the information I got yesterday on supply outlook for yesterday, February 27, 2024. BUI has informed SCC that the 54J2 unit is unavailable due to vibration. The TAPCO plant is unavailable, 0 megawatt out of 300 megawatts. The TICO unit number 2 tripped at 13:26 hours and is still out of service. The Tico plant is consequently unavailable, meaning 0 megawatts out of 340 megawatts. AXA has informed SEC that it can only generate 100 megawatts on HFO at peak.
Because they don't
Consequently, there is a shortfall of 480 megawatts at peak. At peak, exports to CIE will be reduced to 30 megawatts instead of 80 megawatts. Exports to CEB will be curtailed, meaning 50 megawatts instead of 150 megawatts. 330 megawatts load management will be required during the peak period.
Certainly.
What does this mean?
This is normal when you have a system running. When you have a system running, this is very normal. But you see, the difference is that I promise you, CJ, we will not be in Tumso for 4 years. I promise you, sir, we will not have power for 15 hours and 24 hours out. We will not. It will have no happen on the NP. That is what I'm telling you. I don't make a chair.
We brought car power.
I'm not even America.
And into the Neno. At
what cost? At what cost?
No, at what cost? Oh, really?
At what cost?
We have a state right now, no?
At what cost?
For 5 years. At
what cost? Every year it's costing us $1 billion. $1 billion. That's $1 billion. You know. And can you vote to know Akotema? Say $1 million. You know. $1 billion. And can you vote to know Achimota? Say $1 billion. I can you also to do myself. That's a reality. That is a reality.